You don't even know. You got to know. I need a strainer. I thought he was going to eat some of the sports people here. That's what he was thinking. What you going to talk about?
I'm just gonna talk about some of the foods that you can make out of different ingredients.
I'm just gonna make some grits and just chit chat. And let's see if anybody got any questions about making the transition over here. Plus, I got a new Facebook page. It's called Black Americans in Africa. So invite people up to. Oh wow, wow.
They posted that video.
I told you we already live. And see one thing about
Well, are we live right now?
yes. New pin. You can now put the message to the top of your live chat for viewers to read. You got it. How I pin it. So I don't know how to pin it. I mean, we'll be here for a minute. Okay. One watching. Somebody watching. Let me see. Well, first of all, I really can't see. I told you about them. See? We over here doing something else. We're doing something else on Zoom. Okay.
That sounds like a grown man.
Yeah, you just like a grown man. Okay. One watching now. Okay, started screaming 81 seconds ago. Okay, what we screaming? So let's see if anybody gonna come in case they got some questions and they wanna I don't even know. I can't even hear where we are because we somewhere else and this is somewhere else. You see this? Okay. Stand up. Stand up.
I'm standing up.
I guess so. But nevertheless, I'm just trying to see what's going on. Hi, I'm Lady D, and I'm American in Nigeria. And today is our first time ever going live. So the video seemed to be behind us, and we're a little bit ahead of the video. But I'm here with my son. And so the chat is open, and we just want to just do something a little bit new. We want to open up this video chat just in case you got some questions. You might be in America considering moving to Nigeria. And if you have any questions, maybe we might can answer some of your questions. And so while we're doing this video, it's 10:37 over here in Nigeria. So I'm going to be cooking a little bit of breakfast because my family haven't ate. Wow. So we've been living in Nigeria for a little bit over about 6+ years. We've been coming back and forth. And so I'm in the capital city of Abuja. I'm married to a Nigerian, and my children were basically raised here. And I do have some children that were born here. So I don't know what part of the world you may be in, but hey, if you can do me a favor, why don't you type it and let me know where you're tuning in from? I really want to see where you're tuning in from, and I really want to get comfortable with this channel. And if you can't hear me, hey, let me know. Hey, I can't hear you. So I see somewhere over here on this board you can type in. So let me know where you tuning in from, and let me know if you got any questions. What I'm doing this morning, I'm preparing some in my country we call it grits. So I'm preparing some grits. Over here they call it bote. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a little bit of celery in it. I'm going to put some onions, some green peppers, some corn, some carrots, some chicken, and we get ready to get started. Tomorrow might be a better day for me to go live because I'm going to be going in the city of Abuja tomorrow. I got to take care of some business. So maybe you might want to know what it's like transitioning to another country, what it's like living over here. Well, I like Abuja, to tell you the truth. To me, if I have to compare Abuja to living in the States, I would put it on maybe somewhere around Washington, D.C., Maryland, Washington, D.C. I'll put it somewhere around that. because Abuja is not really what you call like a slow paced town, and it's not as fast as Lagos. Um, if I had my choice, if it wasn't so hot, I would consider going to Lagos to live. But my husband don't want to live there because of the safety and for our kids, so he really don't want to go there. I wish I could have turned this video around. I got it up against the wall, so it's a little bit dark. But he don't really want to go there. So maybe you might be wondering, what exactly do we do over here? I've had several businesses over here. I've had 3 restaurants. I ran a school from nursery all the way up to middle school. And so now I'm into real estate a little bit. And I'm getting ready to go back and to open up another restaurant here in Abuja. And I want to open up a cheesesteak. And I had a cheesesteak shop open up in Josh. That's in a colder climate. It's more colder there, but I had one over in Josh. And so now I'm going into town, and I keep looking down because I'm trying to cook. So I'm gonna be going into town tomorrow, which is not far from the house. And I'm gonna be looking at some properties here. And because I want to open up a sandwich shop, selling some subs, some hoagies and so forth. And I want to try to get started, try to get my hands started in doing that here. And at the same time, I'm also working on timeshare. And what I want to do with this timeshare is I want to open up a spot where Americans or some people from other countries can come in that may be considering moving here, but want to check out the area first. So what I want to do is I want to deal with these timeshares where you can come in, you can become a member, and you can stay for like up to a week. And you got some other people from your country that you make a network here with. So that's what I want to do. And also last night I began to look in I can't think of the name of it. I forgot what the name is, but they were dealing with something like an apartment. Oh God, it was on the tip of my tongue. Get my juice out of the freezer. Is God, I can't think what it is, but it's something like a hotel, right? It's something like a hotel, but you give the people that rent from you all of the same service. It's called service apartments. And so with this land and with this property that I have, that's what I want to do. I want to build these units on the land that we have. I want to build these service apartments. And thank you. So that we can begin to offer people a well-serviced stay. So with this apartment complex that I want to build on the land that I have, I want to do service apartments there. And I want to do a portion with timeshare. Now, also with my son and them, this is my son here. I just gave them some land last night for Christmas. Now, land over here, they sell it a little bit different. I gave them 450 square meter. They don't do they land in foot. So I gave them square meter last night. I gave all of my children, all 6 of them over here. I gave them a piece of land last night, and that's their Christmas present. So tomorrow we'll be going taking care of some business concerning that land, and we was talking to them about what they might want to build. So my oldest son here in Nigeria is 15, but I do got more children in the States. So I was telling them that this is an investment at 15, right down to my youngest son that's here that's 4. And so I think that property is real good here. Property is a good investment here, especially land. And so we have invested in land, and we are partnership with another real estate company here that has a good footing here. So I don't know, what you might be interested in. I don't even know what we might can help you with unless you ask a question. Everybody that's coming from America is planting their feet in different areas across the country. I'm in Nigeria, someone might be in Ghana, someone might be over in Rwanda, but I would really like for us to come together and begin to network and begin to collaborate with one another, just in case someone is coming in and they want to plant their feet here, but you have a contact in Rwanda. But because we are all in the same group and we're networking with one another, hey, they might say, look, I know someone over in Rwanda, let me connect you with them. Or I know someone over in Nigeria, let me connect you with them. And so that's what we want to do. It's many Black Americans that is making decisions to leave the country that they were in, and they're coming to Africa. Now, where I live at, I'm fine. I'm fine with my house. I really like living over here. Do I miss my family back home sometimes? Yes, sometimes I do. But I'm learning how to plant my feet and my foot here. One thing I realized about being in Africa is that whatever you decide to be or whatever you want to do, they're not giving you a hard time, and I really do feel I, I feel free. I feel like I can breathe here. And so what I'm working on is trying to build an apartment complex over here. I'm working on trying to get my restaurants up and off of the ground. And one thing when you go into food here, food works wherever you go in. But the hardest thing about the restaurants here is that they might not be familiar with our taste of food. My husband is Nigerian, so they eat soups every day. They eat their fufu. They eat their sema vita every day. And so when I start cooking out, cooking things like sweet potato pie, potato salad, he might not be too familiar with those things. So one of the hardest things that I faced here in the restaurant business was introducing Nigerians to a menu or food they might not be familiar with. And so we have struggled in that area just a little bit. But once they taste, some might come back and some might not come back. So it's all about building the clientele. Did I stop? No, I continue to sell my cheesesteaks, and people come. They like it. So what I'm doing now is I'm going into town tomorrow because I want another business in a busy location. I believe I might have planted some of my businesses in the wrong location. In other words, you plant your business in locations that might not be the best or the most desirable places. And so I want to go somewhere and I want to plant it right in the middle of the city where there's a lot of different nationalities of people in the city of Abuja that can be able to patronize us and so forth. And so that's where I'm going at tomorrow. And to try to see what I can find and locate there. Because the property that I own is out some. It's not in the city. It's not in the heart of town. So I want to start there. Now, so forth as other things that I'm doing here. I'm teaching myself how to cook what I miss at home. A lot of times that they might not have what I want to eat here. Like biscuits. They do have KFC, but the KFC here doesn't sell the KFC biscuits here. So sometimes you might miss that home taste that you have home. So I'm teaching, I'm training myself how to make, biscuits from scratch, how to make pies from scratch, how to make pie crust, how to make my own hot sauce, all those things. One thing about living in Africa that I have learned is that it will make you very resourceful. It will. You will it will either make you or it will either break you. And one thing I say is that you got a plan when you come over here. You just can't come over here any kind of way because you come into a whole new culture and you're dealing with people that might not understand your culture over here. And we don't really understand their culture. We don't really understand quite like how they're doing things and so forth, And that was one of the hardest things for me to get used to because you can't come over here with that American mentality. You really can't. And so it was hard for me to come over here. Was the night that I cried? Oh yes, it was nights that I cried. Now, when I came, I believe that I planned well because I came about 4 times before I actually transitioned and I brought my family here. I came about 4 times. And so when I came, I began to build a network. And my husband was my safety belt because he is Nigerian. But I began to build a safety belt of friends that I felt that I can trust here, friends that I felt like I can leave some money with and they will go do what I asked them to go and do and whatnot. I just didn't come over here and I didn't plan. And when I went back to the United States, I got a container. I shipped a whole 20-foot container the first time. And then the second time I shipped a 40-foot container. And if you follow me on Facebook, you can see that on my Facebook page. We shipped our beds, we shipped household items. I shipped food for 2 years, dry food for 2 years. And so when I came in that aspect, I believe I planned well. I already had me somewhere to live at. I had a container that was coming, which I beat the container here. But where I think I failed at in the first couple of years of me coming to Nigeria is that I didn't properly plan my business well. And then I fell upon some bad business deals here. I'm not gonna say that it was bad. It just taught me a lesson. I bought land from people that I put my deposit down. And then when I came back, they kept my deposit and sold the land to somebody else. So I went through some of them issues here too, but it didn't stop me. So when I got into land here, I ended up going into land where I'm in now with a real estate agent that had a, he was well known. He had a reputation in the city here. So I connected with him in church. And so that has been good. And so I think I messed up. I think when I shipped the container, I shipped some business items in the container. But where I messed up at is that I didn't really look at the market good as will this do well here? I didn't really look at that well. And so when I shipped the items here, I tried to go a cheaper route and buying the items when instead I should have really got what people wanted instead of somewhat bringing anything or whatever. I bought shoes, I bought clothes, I shipped books, I did all of that, but I didn't really look at the environment of what was needed in the environment. And so I somewhat messed up. So after a year, my business front was paid for, but that second year, my business wasn't doing well. And so I sort of messed up there. And then when I went into the restaurant business, I left Abuja, went to Josh, and I began to get a restaurant there. And when I got the restaurant there, I let the people tell me to get a secluded place, which to me, that wasn't good. And I took that advice. I got a secluded place, I got a restaurant, and I poured a lot of money into that restaurant. And when I got into that restaurant, it suffered because people didn't see me behind the bank. I was behind another building. And so I suffered. And so after about 3 or 4 months, the business was really going down. I was paying the people every month more than what I was bringing in. And the food that I was cooking, barbecue wings, cheesesteaks, Italian nights, the people over here didn't even know what that was. And so what they wanted was, in other words, compared to the United States, they wanted to spend $1, but they didn't want to spend $5 to get a cheesesteak because to them that was too much. So I ended up keeping the restaurant, and then I went on another side of town in a more upscale place, and I got a very large, I got a mansion type place, and I started a school and a restaurant and a sandwich shop. I started like 3 businesses. And the same thing, the school took a while and the school picked up, but we suffered even in the school because they wanted to keep the Nigerian school system, and I wanted to incorporate the school system with the American school system. And so we faced many challenges there, and I was frustrated after about 2 or 3 years. And then the restaurant would go up and it would go down. It would go up and then it would go down. And then I kept that place, went opened up another restaurant not far from that place. And that did okay, but the business just wasn't there. So I felt like I didn't look at location. When it came down to my restaurant, I didn't really look at location, and location is key. And so I I did invest a lot of money, and I took a great loss. So after about 3 years or so, maybe about 3 or 4 years, hell, I was worn out. I was tired. I was really tired and I was frustrated. And so I had to take a leave of absence. I had to go somewhere for about 6 months and just sit down. So I packed up and we came back to Abuja. And so we came back here and we're here now. And I've been here now back in Abuja for about 8 months. So we left where my husband was from and came to the capital. And I've been here for 8 months. I had to take a rest. And I had to really think my next plan out. What do I want to do that will generate some money for me and my children to be able to live and survive here? Because one thing I realize about living over here is that you have to have a business plan. You have to have some kind of way to meet your needs. And to just get up and just leave another country, you're going to need some type of money coming in on a regular basis, weekly, monthly, or whatever from your home country that can help you out here. And so I had to come and I had to sit down and I had to think what was my next plan because because you can have a good plan, but you can be in the wrong area. You can be talking to the wrong people. And I don't care how much money you got and how well you make it look, they just might not be interested in what you're doing. And so I took a lot. I lost a lot here. And so I'm starting back over now. And so it's going to take me some money to go into the city center of Abuja. You know, it's going to take me some money. It's going, you know, I'm going to have to double up. But the area, you know, we have all different nationalities of people there. And so what I'm trying to bring to the table over here in Abuja may be more appreciated there. So in other words, what I'm saying, it's like I planted my business in, if you're from the United States, let me just say this, maybe one of them small North Carolina towns. So it's like, you know, not even Raleigh, not even Durham, you know, one of them real small little towns that you just passing through. It's like I was trying to plant a business in a place such as that would not be appreciated. So now I'm taking my business and I'm planting it in a city where I believe it will be more appreciated there. And then my business ideas with the property, I put a draft on my YouTube channel, and that, you know, you can look at that draft. Now we haven't built none yet, but you can look at the draft, and we're going to be starting soon, getting some of the models built. And what I want to do with that is I really want to build a nice timeshare or maybe a vacation resort. It's a nice little piece of land, and that's what I want to start building over here. And to get people and some of the other Black Americans that have left America for Africa that may want to visit, you know, that they can have somewhere to come to. If they're coming to check out this area here, they're coming to check out Nigeria, that they can have a place that they can connect with. Now, a couple of days ago, I built a Facebook page. And on my Facebook page, what I want to do is I begin to build a resourceful page for African Americans that is returning back or thinking about coming back or already have came back to network. You know, if I'm over here, you know, you can contact me. If someone is in another location, we are all on one page, and we're putting a lot of valuable information on that page that that is important to other Black Americans that want to make this transition. You know, information in your area or a key trusted contact person that we can link you up with that can tell you, you know, some things that you might have questions about. Because, you know, I don't care where you're coming from. You coming to another country, you're going to have some questions, and you might even have that little doubt, you know, am I making the right choice? But if you got some people that's already been there that can answer some of them questions, you know, we want to try to link up with one another and get you the information that you need. So I think down in the description box, I think I put that page link down there. We're on Facebook, and I just did the page a couple of days ago, and that page is called Black Americans in Africa. It's a Facebook group. So it's not a like page, it's a group, it's a private group. But we want to find out who you are, what Americans is living over here. And let's link up, let's connect, and let's begin to you know, put down important, valuable information for others that want to make this move like how we did. My son is standing here, so he be helping me with some of my videos, and let me see if he got something that he want to say. You got something you want to say?
No, we don't got that to say.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
You got something you want to say? Oh, come on.
Isn't that the one talking there?
Yeah, I'm talking, but something wrong with the video. But you still taping. This my husband right here. I call him Big Chief. And he's straight Nigerian. He speaks 13 languages. You know, so whatever you might be in, you know, he might speak your language or whatever. Oh, you're gonna show up. It's just not showing it yet. It's blinking on and off. And I need you to pick me up some airtime too. Because I done overdid it. There you go.
I've been here a long time ago. Just come out.
It's just now. So yes, the video is running a little bit behind. I just want to just go live a little bit because if I don't start going live, you know, people won't know that I'm serious about what I'm doing. And I really want to inspire other families. Somebody's watching us from start to end and said we got one person. They ain't asked no questions. It was two, but somebody done left. So say something, babe. Say something. Oh my God, babe, they can see you.
Okay.
You got something.
Nigeria is a good place to be to.
Okay, talk, babe. Talk.
All my life, I've been in Nigeria. I was born in Nigeria. I grew up in Nigeria. I schooled in Nigeria before leaving Nigeria in 1998. Nigeria has been a good country. And I believe it's still a good country. We still have hope that better things are still going to come soon to this country. And I want to say you are all welcome. If you want to visit, come to Nigeria, stay in Nigeria, live in Nigeria, do business in Nigeria, you are really welcome, and we're here to guide you through. We're here to assist you in every other ways you might need our help or assistance. We'll do that for you. Just make up your mind and come to Nigeria and see work.
I ain't saying that. He always act like he's talking to the president.
Yeah, I don't know who I'm talking to there, but I believe
You ain't talking to nobody. Ain't nobody watching us.
Sorry,
Is it? Oh, I'm sorry. It's one person. Take it off.
Hello, doctor. Yes, no, I'm coming. Yes, I'm on my way.
My husband is paramilitary. He worked for the UN.
I'm coming.
So. Look, I can give them our assistance, but I ain't really got too much to help you with. I might can give you a bowl of grits or something. He always like he talking to the president. That's why I don't like to do these live videos. You know, I tell my family all the time, for real. I said, we are an international family. I got children that was born in the United States. And then I got children, these onions burning my eyes, put some water on them. And then I got some children that were born here. And I tell them all the time, I said, we can really do a YouTube channel to inspire other people like us. But I can't work with them because they act so programmed. They act so,
program.
then what you act like? Okay, they try to act, my husband, he tried to act diplomatical. He tried to act too diplomatical. He's coming to the house. Okay, just look, I'm gonna get the grits going. We can. But I'm really trying to be myself this morning. Diplomatical. See, look, we can't even do the video because the video is behind us and we watching the video and we're still taking at the same time. But nevertheless, we have some information in our description box. We just wanted to come on live this morning and just give it a try. And we really want to get comfortable with the camera because we're not comfortable with the camera just yet. But look, tomorrow we're going to be going into town and we're going to be at the real estate office tomorrow. And I want to just show you a little bit of the city tomorrow, some of the places in town. And look, I'm telling you, if you are considering moving to Africa, you might want to consider Nigeria. I mean,
Course.
Yes,
Consider Nigeria.
yes, because you know something, to me, this is just in my own, huh?
One of the fastest.
Yes, it is. Abuja is one of the fastest, is the Abuja, is the lake, is the Lagos. They say it's Abuja, but I'm being for real. Abuja is one of the fastest growing cities in the world. YouTube it, look it up. I mean, we basically got everything that you need here. Almost everything that you need here. And then we got some things that you might crave, that you might not see here, but that'll be a good business venture for you to do. You know, sometimes I go out. One thing I realize here in Abuja, they don't have a lot of like McDonald's, Burger King, drive-through, Wendy's, you know, and I told my husband, I said, you know something? That's my next move. I'm gonna start a drive-through restaurant. And right now, while I'm talking to you, we looking for land to start it. We got land, but it's not commercial land to do that with. And the other one is more like a I can't do like that type of business on it. But we're looking to do something like that in an event center. I want to do an event center here because I'm telling you, they get married every Saturday. People looking for a hall every Saturday, events. And so I'm gonna be looking into those things too. And so let me get ready to go because I'm losing my thought here. But what? You get ready to go? Okay, say you got some money. I need some airtime. Huh? Okay. Okay, yeah, because I'm gonna be out of airtime soon. All right, then we get ready to log off. Anything y'all want to say?
No.
You sure?
Okay. Well, the stuff that you don't see here, like she said, it really would be a good business idea for you to start something new, something good that could grow here and be something new for them to have. And just like you said, it wouldn't just pick off the first time there's something new. They might want the same thing every day, but you're starting something new that could take off, let's say, in the next 3-4 months, depending on where you have it, where it's planted.
And I'm gonna tell you something. Sometimes you wonder how much is everything here. I live in a house right now. I'm renting right now. Now my husband owns land. He owns a lot of that land down there in the village, as far as your eye can see. But it's in an undesirable place for me. But where we live at, we live in a community. So we have pools and tennis courts and all that kind of stuff out here where we live at. People don't believe this, and I'm telling you the truth. We pay less than $1,700 a year, not a month, a year. And we have 3 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms in the main house, and then out there, and you can look at my other video. I think I got one, what can I rent for less than $2,000? And then I have a boys' quarters in the back. Now, we get ready to go and we get ready to build our own home on our own land, which is going to take some time because I've been waiting for this for a long time. And I really want to design my house well. But I believe in Abuja, in Nigeria, period. I believe it's very affordable. Even if you're looking for a business space, it's the same thing. And one thing about being in business here, they don't give you much of a hard time. They don't give you too much of a hard time. If you come here and you say that I'm this, I'm that, they will accept you for who you are until you show them different. And so if you desire to come this way, hey, inbox me, link up with us. And as much as I can help you with information, I'll do it. Okay, we're gonna log off. We just wanted to see how things would go today if we did a live, and we're gonna come back again and we're gonna try to build up our YouTube channel. I had it for years, but I just don't do a lot of keeping up with it the way that I should. But now it's sparking an interest in me because I see a lot of Americans coming over here, and a lot of Americans have a lot of questions, you know. And if you're stepping into another country for the first time and you're not familiar with their laws, their culture, their languages, how they act, you know, that fear can come over you. But if you got somebody that can help walk you through some of the process, meet you at the airport, find out some of the apartments that you may be looking at, you know, let you know what some things is, how things go in the city, you know, to get your work permit, your residence card, you know, just how things go. It might be a little bit better and it might make your transition a little bit easier. So that's really what we want to do. We want to inspire you, those of you that desire to come this way, and let you know that, you know, Africa ain't all bad. I really enjoy it. You know, it's hot over here. You know, you wake up every day, and it's summer every day. You know, they have I think a rainy season.
Yeah, a rainy season for about, I think, in like for about 6 months.
6 months.
That's
They have a
all
rainy
it's
season and a dry season. But I'm gonna tell you, I don't think it rained those 6 months here this year. It might have rained 6 days, but it didn't rain those 6 months or whatever. But it can be quite hot. But where I live at, we have, you know, pretty much good lights. We have I have an air conditioner in the house or whatever, you know. We have running water, you know. I like my neighborhood, you know. We have street lights, you know. The man that built this community make it as modern as he could. And I believe he lived in Texas, he said. Gone. Yes, he lived in Texas for years. And so when he came back with what he's seen in Texas and he tried to build it here and whatnot. And then even the company that I'm working with, even with land, you know, the land is a good price, it's reasonable price. You know, buy land here. You know, we just purchased land with the company that I work with for our kids for Christmas, and we just gave it to them last night. So that was our Christmas present to them. So I'm gonna log out on this note, and I think the one person that
I was
came
just
in,
about to say that. Let's thank the one
yes,
person that's
the
watching.
one person that came in and watched us all the way to the end. And if you are a blogger, you know, and if you are talking about, you know, people moving back to Africa, you know, I can't see who you are, but I do see one person is watching. I know I was a little bit playful today, but try to connect, you know, with us. I really want to try to, you know, push connections and other cities across Africa, other countries across Africa, and link up, you know, and so that we can be able to really help people that is desiring to come here and give them some valuable, good information that can help them during this transition, that they can build a network, they can build a strong network, because some people come and they don't have that strong network, and they come expecting Africa to be like it was when they left America, but it's not. It's not like that. I feel at peace here, but the next man may not feel at peace here. You know, I feel, you know, welcome here, but they might not feel welcome here, you know. And so we just want to, you know, just be able just to network and share your experiences in the location of Africa where you are, and maybe be able to give them, you know, some ups and downs, some do's and some don'ts. And so that's really what I want to build. And so I'm going to be trying to come up here more often. Me and my son, he's going to work with me, and we're just going to be sharing our personal experiences with other families, shopping days out, riding through town, you know, just so you can see more of what Nigeria. Now, there's a lot of bloggers up here that I enjoy, and I'm learning from watching some of the other bloggers. You know, I have some, you know, really some favorite ones. You know, one guy in particular I really admire, and his is Go Black to Africa. I really like watching him because his videos just be so informational. And then Maya, Ghana Baby. Oh God, I really. I think I've been watching him for a long time, but I really admire him, and then how his programs are just changing. Now there's another fella over here in he's moving to Jamaica. I can't think of his name just yet, but he's getting ready to transition his family back to Jamaica. And so there are a handful that I really admire. There's another family, they on their way going back to America, and I think they was native, Ghana native or whatever, but they going back because, you know, they son need a better educational system. And that's one thing that we do face here. We do have some good schools here, but you have to pay for the good schools. We do have American schools here, we have British schools here, but some of the education in Nigeria can be, you know, somewhat poor. It might not be what you are used to in your country. I ran a school for years, and some of the teachers was very great teachers. They was excellent, but some of them came with that same mentality. They wanted, you know, just it's what they were enculturated in. And so we did have some challenges there. So nevertheless, we're going to log off, and whoever you are, thank you for watching me to the end. Have a wonderful day. God bless you. Say bye, Prost.
Bye.
All right, how do we stop this thing?
Just pause it.
I don't think I can just, no, this thing is still going. So, wait a minute, where my glasses at? Oh, I think I gotta go down here. I don't know, this takes some time for me to get used to. Okay, I know we're still online. Okay, I gotta stop it here. Oh, how do I stop this thing?